Just cleaning myself. So what's up, YouTube? Today I'm gonna be talking about doing, and basically, what does it mean to do, or how do we get to that point when we start doing? And I'm talking about when you're approaching a goal, approaching a plan, approaching, you know, I guess striving to success, kind of thing. So by thinking about this, I'm reminded of a quote. I'm not sure who wrote this quote, and I'm going to read it. It's on my desk. Through this toilsome world, alas, once and only once I pass. If a kindness I may show to a suffering fellow man, let me do it while I can. No delay, for it is plain. I shall not pass this way again. Again, I'm not sure who the author is, and I try to look for it, but I do remember reading it somewhere, and I wrote it in my notes. But this, I think this quote is not really about success and doing. It's more about being good or doing good. But all that, to me, it ties to how to get motivated to start doing, or to be proactive. And the reason is that in this life you only pass through once, unless you believe in like reincarnation. But I don't think you remember the last past life. So just assume that you're going to only pass through life once. And if that doesn't motivate you, I mean, you should really, really think about it, that you're only passing, or you're only going to live this life once. So if you want to do something, you better do it like right now, because you're not going to get another chance to relive that second, that minute, that hour, this day. And this is what it means, to not, I guess, those people that say live in the present, not in the future or the past, live day by day. That's what they're trying to motivate you by saying that. But it is the reality that you only get one life. We're not talking spiritual or anything like that. Just the reality, the physical reality is that you get just one life. And you want to make the best of it. So if you're struggling with getting up, you know, to finish that task, or getting that task done, you're making the list, but it's never going away. Or you, instead of doing the task, you erase the task. So this is when you need to start thinking that you only live once, basically just once. And for me, I'm motivated just by knowing that I only have one life, and if I want to do good and the opportunity, you know, seems to be there, that's when I decide to be good. Because like, let's say if you're going to work and then somebody asks you for help. If something bad happens to that person, and you look at, and let's say you think about it, they needed $1, they needed some help, I don't know, lifting something or whatever. Or you know if you can look to the future, and then you can see yourself regretting something, you should just do it. Just because you can't relieve, I mean, relieve, you can't relive that moment anymore. Reliving the moment is impossible. I mean, there is some people that say that there is time traveling, but from what we know, there is no time travel, and you're always getting older, and life is always continuously moving, so you can't move backwards. So let's say you were trying to take this job, you were trying to take that trip, you were trying to work on a project, finish a project, maybe have a New Year's resolution kind of thing, and you wanted to do it. So every day that you don't do it, you're basically wasting it because you're not doing what you want to do. You're kind of like pretending that that day didn't exist, and it did exist, even though you didn't live it the way you wanted to. That doesn't mean that it didn't exist. That day, your body got older, your brain got older, yourself, you got older, and that day, all those people around you that live in your life, they know that that date passed. And if you told them that you were gonna do this and that day passed and you didn't do it, just think about it. How is that gonna look next time you say something? So just basically just do it. And everybody everybody is passing through life just once. So don't feel like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do it right now because I don't have time, and I can probably wait and do it later. I'll do it next year. But that task or that goal or that plan that you have it for a reason. You don't have it just because. Unless it's not a real goal, you just BSing, then you're BSing. You should get real goals and plans if you want to do anything, basically. Because everything becomes easier when you start planning and you start, you know, checking those tasks that are going to get you towards that plan or that goal or whatever it is you're trying to do. So just remember that doing is one of the most important things you can do to live your life the way you want to live it. And you never get a second chance, no matter what people say. You only live once through this life. For example, if you wanted to eat that food or you wanted to go and taste that, I don't know, that new restaurant or whatever, technically you're not going to get the same chance to do it again that same hour, that same day with that same friend or whatever. So just do it. If you have the time and you have the means, just do it. And you want to do it, then just do it. Yeah, I kind of sound like Nike now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so good morning, and I hope you enjoyed this. And this is another one of these sort of 5-minute journal kind of thing, and it went over. Have a great day.